Cool down.
Hello, assalamu alaikum, viewers and dear students. Once again, Maqbool Islam is in front of you. Today we have a new exercise 2.1 from the second year book. Question number 3, part B. Find the composition function of f is a function of g of x and g is a function of f of x. If f of x is given sin x and g of x is equal to 1 minus x square, how we calculate f is the function of g of x? Now we start solution. F is the function of g of x. It means that we can write this function if we can write g of f is a function of g of x. Now it means that we put here in the place of g of x is given already 1 minus x square. So f 1 minus x square. Similarly, f is the function of, consider this from f of x. F of x is given already, we have sin x. In the place of sin x, we put this result sin 1 minus x square. That is the result of f is the function of g of x. Similarly, we are finding g is the function of f of x, as we can write g is the function of f of x. That means that here we put the value of f of x in the g function. G function, we put the value of f of x. F of x is given that sin x, but g of x is given that 1 minus x square. So we replace in the variable x, we put sin x. The result is 1 minus sin x whole square. This result we put in the place of x. So if we open this one, so sin square x. According to the formula, we know that sin square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. We replace this one. Cos square x is equal to, we change sin square, so 1 minus sin square x. So it means that here we put the value of 1 minus sin square is equal to, this is the required composition function, part B. X minus 1 divided by x plus 1, and g of x is x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. Both are reversible. Now we want to find here f is the function of g of x. The similar process we continue here. The solution of f is the function of g of x. Symbolically we can write f is the function of g of x. Both are the same thing. Now it means that here we put g function. G function is that one already given that x plus 1 and x minus 1. Now it means that we get f is the function of x. Consider this term, this will be equal to x, f of x, and we replace g of x and the function of f of x we put here x plus 1 and divided by x minus 1. So look here, so actual result is x minus 1, x plus 1. This is the function of f of x. We replace by this x, we put this result. So now x plus 1 divided by x minus 1 divided by, here similarly we put here the same result, x plus 1 divided by x minus 1 plus 1. Now we take here LCM. LCM is x minus 1. So x minus 1 divided by x minus 1, we get 1. 1 is multiplied to the numerator terms. X plus 1 into 1 minus. Here is in the denominator we have already 1. So x minus 1 divided by 1, we get x minus 1. X minus 1 is multiplied by the numerator. So 1 multiplied by x minus 1. Similarly, here we take in the denominator term, we can also take the LCM. X minus 1 is the LCM, and here x minus 1 divided by x minus 1, we get 1. 1 is multiplied to the numerators. X plus 1 into 1 plus, here is already 1 in the denominator, so x minus 1 divided by 1, we get x minus 1. X 1 is multiplied by numerators, so we get 1 multiplied by x minus 1. Now we can simplify. Further simplification is x plus 1 open the brackets minus x minus into minus plus 1 divided by x minus 1, and here we can write for this one x plus 1 plus 1x minus 1 and divided by x minus 1. These two terms are cancelled. So x minus x plus is cancelled. So 1 plus 1 we get 2 divided by here minus 1 and plus 1 is cancelled. We write x plus x 2x. 2 is cancelled. We get the answer 1 by x is the required. F is the function of g of x. We get 1 over x. Similarly, we can find g is the function of f of x. G is the function of f of x. We can write, it means that here we put first of all the function f of x value. We can write here x minus 1 divided by x plus 1. Now, in the g function, we put this value in the place of x, and third value of x, this result. So now g of x, if already x plus 1 function is given and x minus 1 is given, in the place of x we put this function. So x minus 1 divided by x plus 1 plus 1 divided by, similarly again we put in the place of this x, we put x minus 1 divided by x plus 1 plus 1. Now we take LCM. X plus 1 is the LCM here. X plus 1 is the LCM. Now x plus 1 is cancelled. We get x minus 1 into 1 plus 1, and the denominator is already 1 here. Already done in the first part. So we get x plus 1 divided by, here in the denominator is x plus 1 is the LCM. So x plus 1 divided by x plus 1, we get x minus 1 into 1 plus 1 into x plus 1. Now simplify this term. X plus 1 is x plus 1 is cancelled. So open the terms x minus 1 plus x plus 1 divided by, here is x minus 1 plus x plus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 is cancelled. X plus x, we get answer 2x divided by, here minus 1 is cancelled. 2x, so both are cancelled. So the result is 1. Determine the inverse function. Question number 4, we start. F of x, f is a function of g of x, and g of function of f of inverse x. We find here inverse of the function. F of x is equal to x plus 1, and g of x is equal to x minus 4. Now, first of all, we are finding here g of x. G of f is the function of g of x. Now, first of all, we simplify this one. f of f is the function of g of x. That means that here we put the value of g of x. F is the function of g of x is given x minus 4. So we replace this one x plus 5. That means that we replace this value in x minus 4 is put in the place of x. So we substitute x minus 4 plus 5. So the result is x plus 1. Now consider this one. We let y as equal to x plus 1. X plus 1 means that if we change y here, so y minus 1 is equal to x. X is equal to y minus 1. We give the equation number first. But we are required inverse function. It means that here x is equal to f of inverse g of y. G of y. Now it means that both results are equal. So we can write x is equal to x. Equation number first and second, if we compare both results are equal, means that y minus 1 is equal to f inverse g of y. We can write, so in the place of, if we put in replace of y, we put x. So this will be x minus 1. Already we have discussed here x is equal to x and g of x y x minus 1 and f of inverse g of x. So this will be the inverse of g of x minus 1. Similarly, if we find the g of inverse function, if we find g inverse function f of x, this is unknown. First of all, we find g is the function of f of x. First of all, we find g is the function of f of inverse. It means that we replaced in the g function, this function is equal to x plus 5. So actually g function is equal to x minus 4. So we replace this value by x. So x plus 5 minus 4. So the result is x plus 1. Now we suppose that let y is equal to x plus 1. So here we change this value. X is equal to y minus 1. So we give the equation first equation. Now we supposition this value. Let x is equal to, we know that x is equal to g of inverse f of y. So it means that if we compare the first and second, comparing equation number 1 and equation number 2, so left hand side are equal, x is equal to x. So it means that y minus 1 is equal to g inverse of f of y. So if we have insert y values by x. So here we put x minus 1 is equal to g of inverse f of x. So because where g is the function of f of x, we are required inverse of this one. So we have already done x minus 1 g of, means that g of inverse f of x we have already found is equal to x minus 1, which is the required result. We are required this result. So we have 4, 2 and 2x minus 4 and by 2 x plus 5 divided by 2. Now we start here the solution of first f inverse g of x is required. This result is unknown. First of all, we find f is the function of g of x is required. F is the function of g of x was to be found. That means that we replace g of x value is given that x plus 5 in the function of f, x plus 5 divided by 2. Now actually the function f of x is given 2 and 2x minus 4. We replace this result by x values. So 2 and 2 x plus 5 divided by 2. This is the result of x plus 5 divided by 2. In the place of x we put here minus 4. Now if we multiply, so we 2 and 2 x plus 5 divided by 2 minus a. 2 multiplied by 4, those will be cancelled. So x plus 5 minus a, we result x minus 3. X minus 3. X minus 3, if we suppose that let y is equal to x minus 3. So we change this value, we are required x value. So the sign is also changed, y plus 3. Now we can write this function x is g of inverse f of inverse g of y. So comparing equation number 1 and 2, so both result x and x are equal. So it means that y plus 3 is equal to f of inverse g of y. So now we change the variable, insert the value of x because we are required g of x value is required. So we insert y values by x. So x plus 3 is equal to f of inverse g of x. So this is the required f of inverse g of x is x plus 3. The first result we get. Now we are finding similarly g is the function of f of x and x. G inverse f of x is unknown. First of all, what we will do here, we find g is the function of f of x. That means that here we put the function f of x value is 2 and 2 x minus 4. This is the result of f of x, and actually g function is already given that x plus 5 divided by 2. We replace in the function of g of x. In the place of x, we put 2 and 2 x minus 4 divided by 2 and 2 x minus 4 in the place of x plus 5 divided by 2. Now we simplify this term. So we can write 2x minus 8 plus 5 divided by 2. Further we simplify 2x minus 8 plus 5, we get minus 3 divided by 2. Now, suppose that we can write let y as any function. So 2x minus 3 divided by 2. 2 is multiplied by pairs 2y, 2x minus 3. But we are required here x value. So we change this value here. 2y plus 3 is equal to 2x. Divide both sides by 2. And here is divided and here is also divided. Both are cancelled. So we get x is equal to 2y plus 3 divided by 2. First equation. Now as we know that x is the inverse of f of inverse g of inverse f of y. Comparing equation number first and second, both are x and x are equal. So we replace x values 2y plus 3 divided by 2 is equal to g of inverse f of y. Now replace x in place of y, we put x. So what is the result? The result is 2x plus 3 divided by 2 is equal to g of inverse f of x. So this will is the required inverse of g function. G is the function of f of inverse x. This is the important exercise. So inshallah the next video will be coming according to the schedule one by one. So I maintain the process of video by 9th class, 10th class, first year and second year according to my schedule. One by one exercise and topic I will solve it. Thank you very much once again for watching.